In a capital city under attack,
Всім доброго ранку.
a president resolved to stay and fight.
Складати зброю, нашу армію і йде евакуація.
We are not putting down arms. We will be defending our country, President Volodymyr Zelensky, in a selfie video, reassured the Ukrainian people. And defend their country they are. On Saturday, the streets of Kyiv were still in Ukrainian government hands. In all the country's major cities, the Ukrainian leader says invading forces are being met with severe resistance.
Ми вистояли.
We have survived and are successfully repelling enemy attacks. Fighting goes on in many cities and districts of our country, but we know we're defending our land and the future of our children.
UK intelligence says the speed of the Russian advance has temporarily slowed, but warns the capture of Kyiv remains Russia's primary military objective. Russia's defense ministry says units in Ukraine are resuming their offensive from all directions, claiming President Vladimir Putin ordered a pause on Friday in anticipation of possible talks with Ukraine. The Kremlin alleges Kyiv refused to negotiate, which Ukraine denies. By early Saturday, air raid sirens again rang out over Kyiv. This video obtained by Reuters shows the moment a residential building was struck.
The Russian troops continue the severe shelling of both military infrastructure, but also civilian objects, and civilian objects more and more.
A citywide curfew lasting until Monday without breaks has now come into effect. Anyone seen in the streets, the mayor cautions, will be considered a Russian saboteur. As evening fell over the front lines, with Russian forces closing in, Canada and key allies vowed to cut off select Russian banks from SWIFT, the payment system that connects banks around the world. It's a move some European nations had previously resisted, but that the EU is now backing as the West escalates their efforts to punish the Kremlin.
Putin embarked on a path aiming to destroy Ukraine. But what he's also doing, in fact, is destroying the future of his own country.
The U.S. government has offered to evacuate President Zelensky, but according to the Ukrainian embassy in Britain, Zelensky is not interested in a ride. He wants ammunition. Caryn Ceolin, CityNews.